Ladies and gentlemen, today is actually December 9th, 2022. And according to what's going on in the world today, we did not see that inevitable railroad workers union strike that was predicted to possibly occur when the news was released that President Biden was expected to sign this new bill passed through the Senate into law, making it illegal for railroad workers to strike. Now, the date of December 9th was probably being tossed around by some disgruntled and upset railroad employees, railroad union workers with the CSX and Norfolk Southern and Union Pacific and BNSF. But more than likely, these folks have realized that these companies, these organizations, our government, for one, has got them literally by the balls. And if they want to continue to earn their paychecks, in exchange for their quality of life, they better show up to work or potentially risk being fired, terminated, losing their benefits, losing their retirement plan, and potentially becoming criminals and thrown in jail. Now, folks, from all these news updates and information that's being revealed and shared, you guys, I don't know if you watched the previous video where we do have some shareholders that are hold some heavy stakes and investments in the stock of these railroad companies, these multi-billion-dollar companies that are raking in huge profits. The shareholders are stepping up, saying that they are working to get these workers some paid sick days off. There's some speculation and some talks, some words being thrown around about how much sick time off they've actually gotten. And as my understanding is that they didn't actually receive any paid sick days. They have received one personal day, but it's not a paid sick day, I believe, and even that has to be scheduled at least 30 days in advance. So it's a real struggle, but questions are coming in about, hey, how can Congress, how can these lawmakers and these politicians, how can they put these folks in such a situation, such a predicament, when they themselves are on vacation more than they're actually working? It's almost like every time you turn around, Congress is on vacation. Well, interestingly enough, someone asked and said, Kevin, can you find out, can you tell us, can you share, do some investigating to see how much time do these politicians and lawmakers and folks in Washington get off and vacation time, paid vacation time, taxpayer dollars paying their vacation time, in comparison to these railroad workers that literally keep the country running, that are the supply chain. They are the supply chain. I mean, the freight railroad is responsible for about 35% of the U.S. supply chain. But without them, they would have an impact to the entire supply chain. Plain and simple. We all know that. Well, I'd like to let you guys know that we are actually working on getting some answers. But believe it or not, it's not very easy to do, and they don't really want you to know what the truth really is. And ironically enough, I have someone who's helping me with this task, someone that I would like to say is part of the team, someone who is a viewer and a subscriber and has been for quite a while, and actually reached out to me and in an email reached out and said, Kevin, I watch your channel, I watch your videos, I'm listening, I'm paying attention to what's going on, I see what you're saying. What opportunities exist out there for me to try to improve my income, increase my income, bring in additional revenue sources? I'm on a limited budget. I feel the weight of inflation really like suffocating me, and ultimately I'm looking for ways to supplement and bring in some money on the side, a side hustle, if you will, and just try to keep my head above water and afford the necessities of life, buying food, paying for groceries, and things like that, of that nature, without getting wiped out. So with that, this young woman also shared with me a resume and some previous work history and experience, and we've been able to develop a relationship where it's mutually beneficial, all because she took action and she didn't sit on her butt and just say woe is me and say everybody's out to get her. She took action and reached out to somebody who continuously puts himself out in front of folks in that way to try to get people to, one, realize that there is a better way, that there is a opportunity out there for everybody, and two, doesn't mind showing you and helping you how to achieve it. And ultimately, she ended up getting a job. She ended up getting a job, and she's been doing some great work, and she's actually working on trying to find out the answers to the question through some investigative journalism, which is her previous background, ironically. And I actually received an email update not too long ago that says, "Hi, Kevin. I wanted to give you an update on my progress, or lack thereof. I've been searching for days for information on congressional, personal, holiday, and sick leave. I have found nothing of substance, particularly on sick leave. I came across Newsweek and Daily Beast articles that say congressional sick leave is unlimited. I do not believe that to be the case. I'm suspicious and cannot find a government document or person that confirms such. I have left phone calls and email inquiries with the Federal Employment Health Benefits Plan and the Congressional Budget Office communications people. I called my senator and can get no information from them. Today I called my representative, stayed with staff on the phone as they searched. They say they can't find it. Finally, they asked why I wanted the information. I told them and was directed to email the comms director. Unfortunately, being a former journalist or a freelancer doesn't carry enough juice to get a response to get the info from a federal agency. Speaking as a former comms officer for 2 governors, I know how to ghost a journalist. I'll keep working on it, but I wanted you to know that I've come to several blocks in the road. Thanks. This seems to be as closely guarded as information from the State Department. Folks, this is the U.S. government. As us, tax-paying U.S. citizens, American citizens, are trying to research and become better educated about where our money is, our tax dollars are going and being spent in relation to government employee, politicians, lawmakers, paid sick leave, and it is unavailable information and or can't be found. Really? Comment down below if you believe that. Give this video a like if you think that they're full of crap, okay? These are the same folks that are telling railroad workers, no, you can't have any paid sick leave and it's illegal for you to strike. Meanwhile, don't ask us anything about what we're doing, and if you are trying to find it, we don't have that information to share with you, and or we're just going to give you the runaround. This is our government, folks, but at the end of the day, I do want to highlight that as a freelancer, this young woman reached out and has created opportunity for herself based on the basic principles and ideas and theories that I have been sharing with you guys all along. It is possible, and I can tell you she's not the only one. She's not the only one. So if anybody else out there is interested, look, there are opportunities. Now, I also want to share with you a quick email from someone who sent me some information, and it's just telling about the current state of affairs that we are in. Kevin, my great uncle, this email subject is B&O Railroad. Thank you for the viewer, subscriber, for contributing this to the community, to the family, to keep everybody in the know. And it says that my great uncle Harold worked for the B&O Railroad for 40 years, good pay, good benefits, good pension. He retired in the 1970s. He was able to live a middle-class lifestyle on one salary with a stay-at-home wife who raised their 2 children. I guess things have changed since the old days. Well, you know what, Jason, I think you are right. I guess they have changed. And unfortunately not for the better. But folks, let's not be blind and oblivious to the facts. Let's pay attention to what's going on, and let's continuously prepare so that we can survive and thrive through this, knowing that we do have these forces working against us. Yes, these are games that are being played, and unfortunately most of us are not even participants and or active players in this game. But if we are to play in this game, then we have to be smart, we got to be knowledgeable, we got to be intelligent, we have to be working together. We need a team, we need a network, we need a community, we need a family, which is what we have here, folks. So at least that's how I feel. I hope you guys feel the same way. Let me know, comment down below if you feel the same way. And you know, folks want to throw questions at me. I don't mind, I'm an open book. But also folks want to throw shade at me. And you know, one of the questions I received that was pretty shady was, you know, are you just going to continuously to play this game? What are you going to do when they tell you to do this? What are you going to do when they tell you to do that? I'm going to do whatever I want to do. Okay, I'm going to tell you that right now. You tell me I need to get a jab? No, I'm not going to happen. I'll find another way. You tell me I have to go this route with my money? Not necessarily. I'm sure there's another option, and I will find a way. You tell me you coming to take what I got? How do you know I have that? Not everything's on record, folks. We got to be smart. We got to be a few steps ahead, at the very least, of those folks out there who are trying to control us and trying to lock us down and trying to suffocate us and wipe us out. That's all I can say. That's all I can say if I want to keep this channel alive. You guys know what the deal is. But either way, again, folks, links in the description for anything you need. I will not contact you in the comment section through WhatsApp. That's a scam. Do not fall for it. And I will bring you guys another update as soon as possible. You guys take care. Be safe. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.